Well, let's see how this goes. So we're gonna be reacting to a video by Straw Hat Knockbeat. I think that's how you say the name. I apologize if I said it wrong. But it's a video entitled 12 Most Popular One Piece Ships Couples Ranked 2025. I am going to view this without any sort of shipping bias and try to see and understand why they ranked them the way they did, as well as their reasoning behind it. Because the reasoning behind it is usually always the most important thing about it. But the last one I did, let's just say the last one I did wasn't fantastic, so I am going to be curious. Someone woke up and chose to be triggered. Yep. All right. Let's begin. Let's see what Straw Hat Knock B ranks the most popular One Piece ships, and what their reasoning is.
This might not be a romance anime, but that hasn't stopped fans from imagining ships, romantic pairings, between their favorite characters. From canon hints to just pure fan love, these are the 12 most talked about ships in the One Piece world, ranked from rising stars to all-time favorites.
Ah! Jesus. Jesus fucking Christ. That was loud. Okay. Koby Hibari is canon at least. Well, okay. It's not canon. Hibari's crush on Koby is canon. That is true. That is definitely true.
Hibari made her debut during the Egghead Arc's thrilling Koby rescue mission. And from the moment we saw her, many fans noticed her soft spot for Koby. It's hinted that she fell for him years ago when Koby risked his life to get her favorite teddy bear in the middle of a battlefield. She cherished the toy so much, she named it Koby Senpai. Fast forward to the present, and Hibari was more emotional than even Helmeppo when Koby was taken.
Wait, is that true? I don't actually remember. Wait, she didn't name the bear Koby Senpai. No. I don't think that's true. Unless he's talking about Koby and call him Koby Senpai. What? Hold on. The fuck's the bear's name? Oh, she did. Wow, I don't even remember that. All right, never mind. I was wrong about that. Grads, if you're not gonna say anything nice, don't say anything. How about that?
Taken by Blackbeard. Although Oda humorously said in SBS Volume 107 that he's not sure about Hibari's feelings, her actions speak loud enough.
Again, I swear to God, people need to realize something. Oda literally fucking, like, he will not reveal anything big, anything like he plans to do within the story in SBS's. People really think that's what he does in his story. He lies, he plays jokes. He literally acts like a pervert on there. Like, SBS is great for, like, certain info dumps from here and there that are not that important to the story that he doesn't really going to expand later. So it's like, that's why I don't take SBS's that seriously anymore. Because most of the time he jokes around about that shit.
So, Koby Berry, as fans like to call them, has quickly become a rising favorite in the One Piece fandom.
Axe. See, this is why I'm like, Oda's claiming this is so stupid, because this is clearly a girl in fucking love with Koby. Like, come on, what the fuck?
Back in SBS Volume 47, Oda once joked that Chopper wouldn't fall for a human, but he might develop feelings for a cute reindeer. Years later, during the zoo arc, Milky the mink reindeer showed up, and Chopper's reaction said it all. He turned into a blushing mess, acting just like Sanji does around Nami. Milky was kind, cute, and affectionate, and the chemistry was instant. This unusual but adorable ship, often called Chop Milk, has...
Chop Milk, okay. No, I mean, it's literally the only pair that works. It turns for Chopper. That's, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, it's like the most, like, it's unlikely this doesn't become canon, you know? It's very unlikely.
Warmed fans' hearts, and many still hope for more interaction.
Chopper became even more horny than he already was. No, Chopper's not horny. He he's 16, but he acts like, I don't know. He's definitely not horny. I can tell you that much. He's definitely not horny. Nothing in the story or the way he exhibits his feelings for Milky described as horny. Just more like infatuated. That's the best word.
Action between these two.
Please let me.
I mean, he has huge antlers. Oh, okay. Shut up. All right, shut up.
Oh, Chopper, you feeling okay?
Master Cat Viper is a little busy. He's taking a bath.
2. Over in the Revolutionary Army, we find another.
Okay. Okay, let me see. I swear. Okay, this is going to be the telltale sign about this YouTuber's opinion on this, because if he says certain things about Sabo Koala and then says something else in terms of the other ship, that's where I lose. I kind of get annoyed. But we'll see.
Another heartwarming pair.
Master Cat Viper, the big cat guy.
Sabo and Koala.
Sabo? Sabo? They literally call him Sabo in the anime. Sabo? I hope this is an AI. You know, this actually might be... no way this is... Is he using an AI voice thing? Because I've never heard anyone call Sabo Sabo before.
もしもしもしもし聞いてるのサボくん革命軍に戦争でもさせるつもり
He turned French?
ある君の暴走でとばっちり食うのは嫌なの
The two have been close comrades for years, and fans have noticed how Koala always looks out for Sabo.
I'm sorry, I can't take it seriously. Sabo, like, I have never heard anyone call him that. Lewis says Sabo. I know, like, why is he calling... That's so weird. It has to be an AI translation of it. Hold on, let me see something. It has to be like some sort of... Hold on, let me... Hold on.
Sabo.
This is literally a AI voice translation. This is an AI voice.
Sabo.
In Japanese, it's called Sabo.
Sabo.
In English, it's called Sabo. Alright. Alright.
Especially when he's burdened with guilt over Ace. Whether they're working together on missions or checking in on each other after intense battles, their bond is clear. Koala was devastated when Sabo went missing during the Reverie events, and that emotional connection is what makes the Sabo-Ala ship so strong in the community.
Sabo what now?
And that emotional connection is what makes the Sabo-Ala ship.
Sabo Ala. Oh. He says Sabo Ala! I swear to fucking God. You say Saber than Sabo Ala? Oh my God. Oh, AI voice translations, man. Not translation, but AI voice to text speech. Oh man.
So strong in the community.
Sabo-kun! 心配だったんだよ
ごめんな
We met Shanks and Makino all the way back in Romance Dawn, the very first arc. While there hasn't been an official romance between them, there's always been an emotional closeness. Things got more interesting after the time skip when Makino was seen with a child.
Makino.
And fans were quick to speculate. Could it be Shanks' child?
It being Shanks' child is definitely the highest percentage of it being him, but still hasn't been confirmed.
今頃どうしてるのかなルフィ
Nothing is confirmed, but that hasn't stopped fans from keeping the Sean Maki ship alive. With Shanks being a mysterious figure and Makino being a kind, grounding presence, this ship still has room to grow if Yoda ever chooses to revisit it.
Who's Yoda? I think he just called Oda Yoda.
Kind, grounding presence. This ship still has room to grow if Yoda ever chooses being a
He calls Oda Yoda.
kind, grounding presence. This ship still has room to grow if Yoda ever chooses to revisit it. Sanji and Pudding are one of the few One Piece pairs who nearly tied the knot. Their arranged marriage during the whole...
They didn't tie the knot, though. The wedding never officially became legally binding.
Cake Island arc started off like a cruel joke. Pudding was planning to kill him.
Literally and figuratively. Pudding will attempt to shoot Sanji.
But Sanji's kindness and vulnerability melted her heart. Their dynamic changed completely by the end of the arc, with Pudding even erasing his memory of her to save him from pain. Despite Sanji not remembering everything, fans haven't forgotten. Their bond felt real, and with their shared love for sweets and cooking, the Sand Pudding ship remains a solid contender for Sanji's endgame romance.
That and also Pudding is gonna continue being part of the story, so that also increases the chances. So he's not wrong. He's not wrong in his assessment.
レディには嬉しいハプニングだったな。
様だから倒れてる暇はありませんって。
In the Wano Country arc, Zoro met Hiyori, the daughter of Kazuki Oden, and their interactions were full of subtle chemistry.
Wait, Kazuki what?
In the Wano Country arc, Zoro met Hiyori, the daughter of Kazuki Oden, and their interactions were full of subtle chemistry.
My brain is...
From comforting her
is
during hard
confused.
times to protecting her with his life, Zoro showed his softer side.
Did he, though? I mean... He was more annoyed than anything.
Interestingly,
well, he was more annoyed about some of the advances she did. He definitely does have a little... definitely does have a softer side to her, but... He would get a little bit annoyed if she was too clingy.
Oda later revealed that Zoro is descended from Wano's Shimotsuki clan. That opens up the possibility of him marrying into Wano royalty.
How? What? But why? Why is that a... I mean, sure, it's a possibility, but, like... What does that matter? You know? It's like...
Uniting the Kazuki and Shimotsuki bloodlines. Hiyori has been kind and open with Zoro, and fans are optimistic that Zoyori could happen when the adventure ends. Sanji's admiration for Nami
Number 6, Sanji and Nami. Okay.
is as old as his time in the crew. From their first meeting, he's been head over heels in love, calling her Nami Swan, and doing anything...
Okay. It's affectionate the way he says it, but again, honorifics don't mean much in terms of actual romance.
she asks with a smile.
Oh, shit. Ah! Sorry.
Though Nami has never shown any romantic interest in return, the Sanami ship remains wildly popular. It's part of Sanji's identity, and even though Oda insists there's no romance between Straw Hats, fans still dream of a scene where Nami finally acknowledges his loyalty and love.
Okay. I mean, yeah, they do. That part is correct. The assessment is correct. The assessment is actually correct. Props to the creator. Also, I just realized I think he's using an AI PFP. So, like, This guy likes to use AI. The only thing Nami loves is money. Seb, you really don't want me to. You really want to trigger me, don't you?
シャンブルズ
しょー夢の時は終わった
けどサンジ君なんでコート買ってんのよあんた服脱いだわね
これには深いわけガバブゴンゴンゴンゴン
Zoro and Tashigi share a complicated bond, mainly because she reminds him of Quina, his childhood friend. But beyond the looks, their mutual respect as swordsmen has built a deep connection over time. They've clashed and teamed up in various arcs, including Punk Hazard and Dressrosa.
Tashigi was in Dressrosa? When was Tashigi in Dressrosa? I do not remember Tashigi in Dressrosa. What? Okay. Definitely would choose money over you, so there's scientific data on the end. What the? Shut up.
And their professional rivalry is often seen as romantic tension by fans. While Oda hasn't confirmed anything, many believe that Zotashi is the most fitting match for Zoro, based on personality and goals.
You think that women aren't as strong. You hold back in a fight. So you can't kill her, can you? You're never gonna succeed that way.
Oh man where are they
Hey, here you go.
Thanks that's so kind may I have my glasses
Boa Hancock's feelings for Luffy are no secret.
Okay, I can't see the. Okay, this is just a fucking overall video thing. I can't. No one can see that. No one can see the title thing on there.
She's madly in love with him and even suffers from literal love sickness, a condition that previously killed Kuja leaders. But Luffy remains.
Tashigi was on Pakaza, not Dressrosa. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, I don't remember that at all. Like, she literally went off to take the children to safety after Punk has it. So that's like, what? That confused me. One little note in terms of the Hancock love sickness thing. She doesn't have it anymore. The whole thing, based off what I've seen, is that the love sickness goes away once you accept the feeling and leave the island to pursue the person that you're interested in. The moment you do that, you no longer bear the sickness. This is why Gloriosa doesn't suffer from the sickness anymore. It's why Shaki doesn't suffer from the sickness. It's because they left to pursue the person that made them feel love sickness. The moment that they decided to accept their own feelings and not hold it back is what allowed them to break free from a love sickness. So it's like I feel like there is this misconception in regards to that. Because there's a lot of people who use that as a way, like, Luffy has to marry Hancock, otherwise she dies. No, like, what? Gloriosa is proof that that's not what has to happen, you know? She's with Smoke and Zoro with the whole Monette situation, stuff like that. Yes, but, like, nothing with Dressrosa. That's why I was a little confused about the whole
Remains
thing.
blissfully unaware of her feelings, treating
Oh, he's talking about Luffy. Oh,
madly in love with him and even suffers from literal love sickness, a condition that previously killed Kuja leaders. But Luffy remains blissfully unaware of her feelings, treating her as a friend. Still, Boa has stood by him through many tough moments and even protected his life. Her character growth is deeply tied to Luffy. The Lu-Boa ship might be one-sided in the manga, but in the hearts of fans, it's an iconic pairing that never gets old.
Okay. There is definitely some character growth in terms of Hancock that surrounds Luffy. The only issue that I at least see is that it's not. It's still small moments. It's not the impactful. It's still not impactful because of the way she acts towards Luffy and like, where her essentially the love gag of hers comes out with Luffy, and it kind of it doesn't make a character like really bad. It doesn't make the character worse. It just doesn't. I think her character, where she isn't like that, where she's a strong character who defends, who fights, who is serious, who defends, you know, the Kuja pirates and the Kuja tribe. That is Hancock's greatest character personality, not her love for Luffy. Because her love for Luffy just makes her look silly, you know. Her other half, where she is a strong-looking character, strong-looking female character, that's the part of Hancock that I enjoy. They only show up and go, oh, Korean mode when they hit 40? I don't know what the fuck that means. Sep, what the fuck?
This one's a dark horse ship that gained popularity thanks to subtle clues throughout the series.
Oh, Luffy.
You mean you're using a filler scene though? Like if you're gonna use filler scenes are very dangerous because it literally is the interpretation of the writers, not the actual author of the story. So it can skew someone's feelings and interpretation of a ship to the point where, like, if it doesn't happen, it can, you know, people are more shocked than anything. You know, it's literally what happened with Ichirukia. So that's why it's very dangerous to use filler scenes as pieces of evidence.
My darling, you're beautiful.
Robin and Franky have a surprising number of moments together. They've always shown mutual respect and shared experiences, especially during the Enies lobby arc. The fandom loves the Frobin ship for its quiet depth and the fact that they just vibe well together.
Try dose flu.
Okay. I know this is like one of the big scenes Robin fans use, but like, are you sure you want to use this scene?
Grab.
Are you sure you want to use this? Like, I remember someone saying, like, you know, someone actually, if I remember correctly, they said that, you don't understand, this is just cockbowl torture. BDSM part of their relationship. I'm like, what the fuck? First off, why are you using that as, like, proof that they have, like, some weird fetish relationship and that this is something that Franky fucking enjoys? Because clearly he doesn't look like he's enjoying it. And it's just like, what? Like, there are definitely scenes that you could use to support Robin, but, like, using this one is a little weird, in my personal opinion. Usopp and Kaya. Okay. Honestly, I was not expecting Usopp Kaya to be on here. Because technically, Usopp Kaya is not really talked about. It's considered to be the most canon ship of any ship within, you know, the ones that are not, that get married and stuff like that. It's the most canon ship of any of the Straw Hats because of the relationship of Silver Village. I was not expecting it to be here or be ranked second. I thought this was mostly a popularity thing. Honestly, I thought Zoro or Sanji was going to end up on this list.
Usopp and Kaya were one of the earliest teases of romance in One Piece. Back in Syrup Village, their sweet bond and emotional farewell set the tone. In the Netflix live-action series, they even shared a kiss, bringing their ship to life for viewers. While manga Usopp hasn't seen Kaya since he left, fans believe he'll return to her once his journey is complete. Out of all the ships on this list, Uso Kaya feels the most grounded and likely to become canon someday.
The sad part is they literally have, like, one arc, but they technically have, like, an entire childhood and a growing up age story between them that actually makes sense in terms of, like, why Usopp Kaya is going to become canon. Now, I'm going to assume number one is going to be Luffy Nami. I mean, it is still the most popular straight ship in all of One Piece. The question will be the explanation that the user's going to give in terms of Luffy Nami. Unless they completely, like, change the script and go for Zoro Sanji and not do Luffy Nami at all, but we'll see. Whoa! Usopp! Come on! Enough with the Zegs! Why didn't you be married to his eternal nemesis, huh? Shinji Sub? What? What? I don't even know what that means.
Usopp-san, 大丈夫？
お前何しに来た？お前命を狙われてんだぞ。
Taking the top spot is the legendary Luna ship.
Legendary Luna ship, okay. Shinjitsu is truth, like Uso is a lot. Oh, I see. Okay. I did not know that. Okay, now that makes more sense now.
Luffy and Nami. Even though One Piece is not a romance story, the bond between these two has always been special. They've had key moments of trust, support, and loyalty. Whether it's Luffy putting his life on the line for Nami in Arlong Park, or Nami believing in Luffy during their toughest battles, their connection runs deep. Fans often imagine Nami becoming Pirate Queen beside the Pirate King. Interestingly, Oda married a real-life Nami cosplayer, adding a fun twist that makes fans believe the Luna ship could echo the creator's own love story. One Piece may not revolve around romance, but that hasn't stopped fans from building ships with care, creativity, and heart. Whether it's based on a single moment or years of shared history, these fan pairs...
Wait, that was it? That was it?
...becoming Pirate Queen beside the Pirate King. Interestingly, Oda married a real-life Nami cosplayer, adding a fun twist that makes fans believe the Luna ship could echo the creator's own love story.
Hold on, I need to listen carefully to what he says.
They've had key moments of trust, support, and loyalty. Whether it's Luffy putting his life on the line for Nami in Arlong Park, or Nami believing in Luffy during their toughest battles, their connection runs deep. Fans often imagine Nami becoming Pirate Queen beside the Pirate King.
Okay.
Interestingly, Oda married a real-life Nami cosplayer, adding a fun twist that makes fans believe the Luna ship could echo the creator's own love story. One Piece may not revolve around romance, but that hasn't stopped fans from building ships with care, creativity, and heart. Whether it's based on a single moment or years of shared history, these fan pairings keep the community engaged and imaginative. What's your favorite One Piece ship?
His reasoning for Luffy Nami is a very basic one. It does hit several key points that Luffy Nami shippers do say. I mean, it's a basic understanding of why people like to ship. And frankly, it was like they throughout all the ships that he explained. So I could in terms of the video is not as egregious as the other video I watched, who gave like their own personal opinions on it. This one was more of like more basic generalization of each ship, why shippers like them, and like a what's the word I'm looking for? Just like a simple understanding why shippers like them, you know? It doesn't give too much of like a personal bias in regards to it, just a basic understanding of them. Which, you know, in terms of a shipping video, this makes a lot more sense than a shipping video that has someone's personal bias in it. Like the O'Hara the Fox video that we saw. He had a lot of like personal opinions of the ships that made no sense whatsoever, because he literally said one thing about a ship and then said another thing about a ship that's similar dynamic wise, and it just felt like so confusing. It's like you can't say this about this ship and then fucking say this about that ship using a counter argument, because they're basically almost similar dynamic wise. But this one was a more basic video explaining the ships and why people like them, which is fine. You know, I'm not triggered. I'm not like annoyed by this video or anything like that, because at least it just has a basic understanding of the ships, why people like him, and that's perfectly fine. I was more annoyed about the way he fucking called Sabo in this entire fucking video than the fucking ships itself. That's how mellow this video is. I was more annoyed about the way he fucking said Sabo's name. Would you change any of his ranking spots? Let's see. What do we have? Sabo. We got Koby and Hibari, Milky, Sabo Koala, Shanks and Makino, Zoro and Tashigi. Yes, there's a few I would switch around. First off, Koby and Hibari, sure. Number 12, that's fine. We don't see them often we don't see them often for like the popularity of them to actually be shown among the community that well. Chopper and Milky, sure. At least with Chopper and Milky, we actually see it as a Straw Hat ship, so that it makes sense. Sabo Koala, I think, should be higher. I don't think Sabo Koala should be 10. Sabo Koala should be at least 7 or 6. I do not see... having Sabo Koala be number 10 seems off. Because there is a lot of people who do support Sabo Koala. Shanks Makino should be lower, I think. But the thing with Shanks and Makino is that so many people who ship it usually are individuals who actually like ships like Luffy and Nami and stuff like that, because they view it as some sort of like similar, not similar dynamic wise, but similar to like how it's not about beauty, but it's about like the personality and who the characters are, you know. Sampu, number 8. Sampu, I think could be a little bit higher. I think Sampu is very equal to the way people view Sabo Koala, so I could see Sampu and Sabo Koala being right next to each other, more so. Zoro and Hiyori, I think, should be lower. I think Zoro and Hiyori should be lower. Zoro and Hiyori should not be above Sabo Koala and Sampu. Absolutely not. They have moments. There is a connection there, but it's not popular or as strong as like Sampu or Sabo Koala. So Zoro and Hiyori should be below that. You know, it definitely should be below that. Sanji and Nami at number 6 in terms of popularity. Yeah, because this is the most popular One Piece ship. Sanji and Nami should be higher. Because if we're focusing on popularity, it should be higher. Zoro and Tashigi, I think, should be where Sanji and Nami is. Who else? What else am I looking at? Luhan, I would say, is higher than... What did they rank it as? Number 4? Yeah, I would say Usopp Kai should be way lower in terms of popularity, because yes, it's probably the most canon ship of them all. It's not necessarily like extremely popular among shipping communities. People just accept it. You know, people don't talk about Sabo Koala because they don't really. It's not Sabo Koala. Kaya and Usopp, because because there's nothing to talk about. Everyone just agrees with it. You know, so I wouldn't call it popular among the other ships that are on this list, because popularity of ships tend to always happen with regards to ships that are unknown if they will happen. So Usopp Kaya, as canon as Usopp Kaya is, in terms of popularity, it shouldn't be number 2. I would argue Robin is number 2. Sanji Nami is number 3. Luffy Hancock is number 4. And number 5 is Zoro Tashigi. Followed by Sabo Koala, Sanji Pudding, what else do we have here? Yeah, hold on, so Luffy and Nami is definitely the most popular straight ship. If we're just talking about straight ships. Luffy and Nami at number 1. I would say Robin at number 2, Sanji and Nami at number 3, Luffy Hancock at number 4, Zoro Tashigi at number 5, Sabo and Koala at number 6, Sanji Pudding at number 7, Zoro Hiyori, Shanks and Makino at 8, Zoro and Hiyori at 9, 10. What else do we have? Okay. I'm missing one. 10. 10. Koby, honestly, Koby Hibari at 10. Sanji, Chop and Milky at number 11, and Usopp Kaya at number 12. Only because Usopp Kaya, you know, everyone just accepts it. There's not many people, except for people who ship Nami and Usopp, who accept it as just perfectly canon. So it is popular in terms of like how many people support it, but in terms of, but it really depends on what popularity you're talking about, like how much it's talked about, how big it is in terms of the community. Usopp Kaya can be popular if you focus on how many people accept it. If you talk about how many people talk about it and how many people view it as a canon ship, then it's probably a little bit lower in terms of popularity because everyone just accepts it. You know, you know, because people don't discuss it. People just accept it and just don't mention it at all at any other time. But yeah, it really depends on what the criteria for popular is. That would change this list for me. Because there's different types of ways to determine what is popular or not. But overall, it's a decent video. It didn't trigger me. It didn't make me annoyed. It didn't like piss me off. And at least it gave the person who made this video gave at least a brief and simple understanding of why these ships are popular, why people like shipping them, without being biased to it. You know, so props to that, because that's what shipping videos should be. These are the type of shipping videos I don't mind. Right? Even if Luffy and Nami didn't come out as number 1, it's the reasonings that really matter to me. Because, like I said, the previous video we reacted to had some really personal bias to the point where, like, some of his opinions on some of these ships contradict each other so much. So it was very weird. But overall, this was a fine video. I did not mind this video, even if Luffy and Nami was not number 1. I would have been fine with it. Like I said, the only thing that really bothered me about this is fucking him calling Sabo Sabo. Somehow.
Sabo and Koala. 2. Over in the Revolutionary Army, we find another heartwarming pairing, Sabo and Koala.
Sabo! Sabo! What the thing is funny is also he says at the end Sabo Koala or Sabo Koala. He actually says Sabo's name right. So it's like, what the fuck, man? It's clearly a voice to speech type of thing.